Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
New York Times Business. October 29. 7:21 America, New York. Facebook's rebranding as Meta might work. There is evidence the change to Meta is more than window dressing. New name, better fortunes?
BBC News Business. October 29. 7:02 America, New York. Slow rise from ultra-low mortgage rates predicted. Brokers say the current cost of a mortgage is the lowest it will be for some time. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 29. 6:57 America, New York. How to tame China's wild pork price cycle. African swine fever and the COVID-19 pandemic have magnified volatility in China's pork market, but further industry consolidation will help.
Daily FX Market News. October 29. 6:54 America, New York. British pound, GBP, outlook increasingly uncertain on fish wars and BOE, Fed decisions. The British pound is currently shrugging off an increasingly acrimonious UK, France fishing dispute, but important BOE and Fed meetings next week will be the main drivers of GBP, USD's fortunes.
Naked Capitalism. October 29. 6:53 America, New York. Mexico's AMLO blasts IMF for causing global crisis, after fund takes aim at his energy policy. The IMF caused social and economic decadence in the world. They and other international financial organizations are responsible for the global crisis.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 29. 6:39 America, New York. Apple, Amazon, Lucid, Chevron. What to watch when the stock market opens today. Apple and Amazon shares slip pre-market after their earnings reports. Electric car maker Lucid shares extend Thursday's gains.
Forex Live. October 29. 6:33 America, New York. The market continues to ramp up ECB rate hike bets. A 10 bits per second rate hike is now fully priced in for July 2022. This comes as Euro area bond yields continue to surge higher, with Italian 10-year yields rising to 1.17%, its highest since July 2020.
Global Economy. October 29. 6:30 America, New York. European equities and U.S. futures fall as big tech sales figures disappoint. Apple and Amazon have posted quarterly revenues that missed Wall Street forecasts.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 29. 6:16 America, New York. U.S. sanctions cut Huawei's revenue for fourth straight quarter. Huawei said its revenue fell 38% in the most recent quarter, as U.S. restrictions on its access to global chip supplies continued to take a toll on the Chinese company.
Naked Capitalism. October 29. 6:01 America, New York. Emergency room doctor's lobbyist admits to large-scale Medicare billing fraud by members, criminal corporate practice of medicine by PE firms. Private equity stealing from babies. Oldsters. Medicare. Who'd have thunk it?
New York Times Business. October 29. 6 o'clock America, New York. NASCAR bets on next-gen car to draw new crowds and shift fortunes. The Confederate flag is gone, and a new car is being counted on to bring back classic stock car thrills and reverse more than a decade of fan attrition. Billions ride on its success. Racing at Watkins Glen, a road track in upstate New York.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 29. 5:30 America, New York. After Alibaba's $400 billion stock sell-off, investors hope the worst is over. Investors may have to wait a while for Alibaba, a former market darling, to regain its glory. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 29. 5:30 America, New York. American banks have what they want in China. Their fate is still out of their hands. U.S. investment banks and asset managers can finally control their local subsidiaries in China. That spells huge opportunity, but also plenty of pitfalls.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 29. 5:30 America, New York. New policy gives FTC greater control over how companies do M&A. The FTC's new Democratic chairwoman has adopted a series of policy changes aimed at cracking down on corporate mergers, sparking deep partisan disagreement at the agency. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 29. 5:30 America, New York. After Alibaba's $400 billion stock sell-off, investors hope the worst is over. Investors are betting the worst is over for the Chinese e-commerce giant, but they may have to wait for the former market darling to regain its glory. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 29. 5:30 America New York, consumer spending likely grew more slowly in September. The COVID-19 Delta variant and supply chain constraints kept spending in check during the month, economists say.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 29, 5:30 America New York, Facebook's 4 new letters won't spell alphabet. The social network's new meta-identity doesn't compare well with Google's earlier shift. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 29, 5:30 America New York, the death of a spouse is hard. Taxes make it harder. Beware of shifting tax brackets, retirement account issues, and missed deadlines that can cost dearly. Emotional upheaval can collide with the need to make difficult decisions.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 29, 5:30 America New York, how Cheesecake to Go saved the Cheesecake Factory. One of the world's most complicated restaurants went all in on takeout and delivery last year. These days, business is booming, and working there is crazier than ever.
Global economy. October 29, 5:14 America New York, France and Italy drive EU rebound as Germany and Spain lag behind. Eurozone expected to report quicker rate of growth than US and China, but shortages and inflation fears persist.
Forex Live. October 29, 5 o'clock America New York, Eurozone Q3 preliminary GDP plus 2.2% versus plus 2.0% Q expected. Latest data released by Eurostat the 29th of October 2021.
New York Times Business. October 29, 5 o'clock America New York, Apple's most back-ordered new product is not what you expect. It's a $19 cloth. An Apple official said the company was not surprised by the demand for the polishing cloth. New York Times Business. October 29, 5 o'clock America New York, Greece pushes green energy transformation to fight climate change. As climate change bears down, Greece is upending its sources of energy and trying to reshape its economic destiny. New York Times Business. October 29, 5 o'clock America New York, the metaverse as Mark Zuckerberg's escape hatch. If his new strategy works, a big if, it could help address several of Facebook's biggest problems. Mark Zuckerberg and his lieutenants cheerfully laid out their vision for the so-called metaverse on Thursday.